These scenes replicated inside football stadiums and beyond across the United Kingdom this weekend. Chloe Lacasse, Canadian opposition for her tonight in the shape of Deanne Rose, a player who was signed from Portuguese football and scored a very late goal in the draw at Manchester United at the start of the season. And the other Canadian involved for Leicester City, Deanne Rose, who joined after relegation with Reading last season. A player who has won Olympic gold with her country. Now hoping to help improve Leicester City. Stacey Fullix is our referee for this game. And Sam Tierney, the Leicester captain, leading the team talk. And Jonas Edeval has enjoyed two huge victories here in recent seasons, but Leicester do look to be made of sterner stuff now. Arsenal have the opportunity to move into second place in the table, but to do that they need to beat an improving Leicester City side who have got this game underway in the blue shirts, defending the goal away to our left in the first half. And very quickly Leicester are caught out by Arsenal's high line. And without Kim Little in the Arsenal midfield, it will be interesting to see who takes that sort of creative responsibility. Catley. And she's closed down by Rose, who will have to do her share of defensive responsibility as well. Russo losing out. First opportunity for Rose to try and get the ball forward came out. But Arsenal do have the throw-in. And Arsenal are yet to keep a clean sheet in all competitions this season in 7 games, and that included a 3-1 success against Bristol City in the WSL Cup during the midweek. Ford was looking to turn towards goal, but Leicester clear. Rose Has Petterman in support. Rose has done well. And the switch of play from Ranteler, but Arsenal were wise to that. And Ford in pursuit, but she won't get that. Leicester have lost all 4 previous meetings in the Women's Super League. Arsenal scoring 14 times without reply. Marnham, Ford, Catley and Blackstenius all on the score sheet here last season in a 4-0 success. And it was 5-0 towards the end of the 21-22 season. Tobin Heath rounding off the scoring that day. Ruben Moy. Into Rousseau, but it bounces kindly for Tierney. Thibault. Tierney. Okay, man, but it's behind Rose. Shanice Cayman, a player who has really seen it and done it, arriving from Lyon after enjoying so much success in French football. Has also won titles in the United States as well, and at the age of 35, Willie Kirk clearly believes she still has plenty to offer. Marnham has scored 4 times in 4 games against Leicester, and she's not managed more than a single goal against any other opponent in the Women's Super League. McCabe. Well, that's a dangerous ball, and it's cut out by Bott. She can advance on goal here, and she's got support. The shot was deflected and it's gone behind. A corner kick's been given. Amanda Illerstedt got the final touch on that. Given away by McCabe, and it was Cayman who let fly. And Leicester have the game's first corner. Rousseau looking to take care of Courtney Nevin. Delivered by Ranteler, and it was flicked on by Cayman at the near post, and she was looking for a corner, but a goal kick's been given. Arsenal beating Aston Villa, Bristol City, and maybe more notably Manchester City, all by 2-1 after only 1 point in their opening 2 games against Liverpool and Manchester United. Ford. But that's covered well by Thibault, but it's quickly won back by Marnham. And the shot squirts away off Thibault, and Arsenal have their first corner. And Thibault giving the ball away cheaply there to Marnham. And this already has the look of a very open game. And the corner flicked on at the near post by Rousseau, but behind for a goal kick. And the delivery from Kyra Cooney-Cross, making her full debut in the WSL this evening. It was really more of a fight ball for Rousseau, who is now being told by the referee to vacate the penalty area. Janina Leitzing, the German goalkeeper, was such a good signing made in January, and her form was a major reason for Leicester's survival last season. Oh, but they've given the ball away very cheaply again. Here is Rousseau. It's behind Ford. Now Rousseau again. Catley. Cooney cross. Leicester. She was caught late, but Arsenal will continue here. With Lacasse. Russo. Ruben Moy looking for the width of Ford. Catley on the overlap. But with a crucial touch, and it's dealt with by Rose in the end. And the clearance only finding Catley again. Russo. Cooney cross. And she was caught by Cayman. And the referee has come back and given the free kick, and that's good officiating. And that was a challenge which said, welcome to the Women's Super League from Shanice Cayman on Kyra Cooney cross. And Arsenal do get the set piece. And Cooney crosses over it. Signed from Hammarby, but she did win the A-League previously with Melbourne as a youngster. Cooney cross with the free kick. And it's long, and the header towards goal is fumbled by Leicester. And then the rebound from Ruben Moy is wide. And Arsenal with a double chance there inside the penalty area. And the first one for Russo. And Leicester did just enough, and then Ruben Moy was looking to apply the finish. Russo shouldn't really have got the header in from there. She was heavily outnumbered, and it was the goalkeeper who then made an excellent save to redeem the earlier error. The corner is deep again, fisted clear by Leitzing. Rose. No real support for her, looking to shrug off Palova. And it's Catley who comes in to make the challenge. Katie McCabe only just back to her feet. She was challenged there by Rose, and she maybe left something on her as she looked to lead the counter-attack. And that's going to be the key confrontation this evening. Two very quick and combative players. Petterman. No free kick this time. Leicester. Russo coming short again, and only just, but she finds Marnham. Caitlin Ford. She continues beyond the challenge of Cayman. But it's a poor ball in the end, and both teams are rather giving the ball away with regularity in the opening 10 minutes or so. Thibault can't really afford to give the ball away there, and she doesn't. Howard. She's penned in by Lacasse, but Leicester do have the throw-in. Arsenal again win it back very high up the field, but the shot ripples the side netting. And they are giving up so many chances here, Leicester, and it was Palova this time. Went for the near post and just grazed the outside of it. And the Dutch international, the latest to be the beneficiary of Leicester trying to play the ball out and then giving the ball up cheaply. But now Howard going longer. Rantala. Tierney. Rose. This a possibility for Leicester. Up towards Petterman, and McCabe will step in before Kane. But then it's won back well by Nevin. Rantala again. Kane. That's an interesting cross, and Kamen was almost on the end of it. And Leicester do have the height and the power if they choose to use that route. Kamen wasn't too far away again. It's an Arsenal throw in. Leicester won their opening 2 games against Everton and Liverpool. Then they had a notable draw at Manchester United when they briefly led in that game before a narrow loss here against Manchester City and another narrow defeat against Liverpool as Tierney plays the ball in, and Arsenal are able to clear, but they'll be aware already in this game that Leicester look to be in some sort of decent form as Rose looks to win it back from Catley, but Wooben Moy will shepherd the ball behind. And the clearance there from Wooben Moy initially giving Tierney the opportunity to work the ball into the penalty area. And from that moment, Arsenal were never quite sure of themselves, and Willie Kirk did say before the game that he senses that Arsenal are maybe still a work in progress at this relatively early stage of the season, post-World Cup, and with big-name players still to come back to full fitness following injury. And of course, Miedemar and Mead on the bench this evening, and Williamson still doing her rehab. Palova. And here is Russo. And she's quickly closed down by Hannah Kane. And Serena Wiegman, the England coach, is here this evening. And a number of players will be on her radar. Thibaut. And now Howard. He's rather scooped away by Ellisted. And the home crowd are very much up for this. Willie Kirk himself has not won a game as a coach against Arsenal since 2014, which was his very first attempt. Since then, it's 2 draws and 11 defeats, including the last 8. Thibaut. Now Kane looking to use her pace again, and she goes down, but Rantala will continue. Kamen waiting in the centre. It was an excellent ball in, and it's scrambled behind by Catley for a corner. Rantala only really had Kamen to aim at, but it was right through that corridor of uncertainty, which is why Catley had to play it and put it behind. Courtney Nevin will take the corner kick, and it's very deep, but it's guided clear by Ilestedt. Rantala. Nevin has stayed wide. And now she works the 1-2 nicely with Cayman. And the cross will test Zinsberger, who's not equal to it initially, but there were teammates around. Now Palova. More straight to Cayman. Kane almost took that ball down superbly, and then Russo has failed, and it will be a free kick. Not from there, though. But again, Leicester working this nicely, and it was a testing ball in from Nevin and Zinsberger's fumble. And she'll have been grateful that Ilestead was the closest player to her, although her clearance wasn't too far away from Sophie Howard. And just off the ball there was a challenge inside the penalty area involving Frida Marnham and Hannah Kane, and Kane did have a quizzical look towards the referee. While the treatment has been given out, Willie Kirk has the opportunity to just get his team in and have one or two words. And he's always been a coach who has encouraged bravery in possession. And Jonas Cedeval has one or two issues to consider here. And Alessia Russo once again is doing so much of her work some way from the penalty area, looking to link the play. Ilestead looks to be okay. Ruben Moy will take the free kick. And it's ultimately met by Howard. Russo. And Howard was just holding on, so it will be a free kick. Arsenal can load the penalty area here. Cooney Cross and Catley, the two Australians, are over it. That's Cooney Cross's delivery, looking for Ruben Moy, who attacked that bravely, but it was an even braver header away from Sophie Howard, who really felt that. And the referee will just check on the head injury. Two players who only had eyes for the ball. Howard is okay to try and play the ball out again, but it's not finding the intended target. It's a brave approach, but at times it can be a risky one. McCabe. Now Marnham. Palova. Marnham again. And Arsenal will settle for another corner. Ilestead is forward, and she has the plan for Russo. Catley will take it in towards Rousseau, but met firmly by Howard. Cooney cross. Just forced back. But here is McCabe. And it's flicked on, but gathered by Leitzing. Howard. Nevin. Lost out to Lacasse. Ruben Moy. And Leicester again are defending well in that sort of area. And they're looking for the out ball and the pace of Rose. And we are beyond the midpoint of the first half, and Willie Kirk may believe it's been a pretty even game. CJ Bott will deliver the throw-in. Just beyond Rose, but Ruben Moy will have to deal with this. And Catley was closed down by Cayman, so Arsenal will have the throw-in. And Arsenal have scored a flurry of late goals so far this season. So it's worth sticking with this game right to the very end, whatever happens. They've scored 4 times after the 87th minute in games, and those goals have been worth 6 points so far. McCabe. Good recovery challenge from Hannah Kane. Rousseau. She's got support from Lacasse. Palova. And Palova's done well to find Marnham. There was a player over on this near side. It was Catley, but Arsenal don't find her initially. Palova. And it's Petterman who is back defending. Kane. Unable to spin away from McCabe. Rantala. And now Cooney cross. And the game has had a really good tempo so far. And although Arsenal have had more shots on goal, only 2 of those have been on target. They've had 6. Leicester have had a couple, and so far haven't really forced Manuela Zinsberger into a save. But Willie Kirk will be happy with the general play, although they could be in trouble here. Rousseau. Good covering by Thibaut. And now there is the possibility for a break. Tierney, Kane, Petterman and Rose are waiting, but Kane just taking her time to bring the ball under control. Thibaut. And the calibre of players that Leicester have signed this season has really gone up a notch or two, and Julie Thibaut is part of that, signed from Bordeaux. And they had a very strong team in the French league a couple of years ago, but they've since gone for a policy of looking to develop young players and lower the wage bill, which is why players like Thibaut have moved on. Howard. But players like Sophie Howard will be well aware that the concentration levels have to be absolutely 100% in a game like this. Leicester have already had one or two hard luck stories this season, games which have been lost narrowly. And here is Ford, space for her, and the shot deflected onto the roof of the netting. It was a brilliant recovery challenge. CJ Bott recovering the ground. From the moment Lacasse found Ford, she looked to be the favourite to get the shot away, but Bott did really well to get the lunge in and get the crucial touch as well. Ford. Cooney cross. That's a smart turn, and eventually the challenge comes in, but it's a corner. And Jutta Rantelä has had an excellent start to this game. Corner in towards Russo at the near post. It was won by Howard. Almost drops towards Russo. Thibault with the header away. Palova. And that's an excellent ball. And Arsenal could be in here. Doesn't quite break for Ford, and Rantelä has the opportunity to bring it forward. But McCabe strong enough to win it back from Bott. And here is Marnham, but the flag is raised for offside. And it's a fairly clear-cut decision. Steph Catley was still trying to get back from the previous attack, but we've seen CJ Bott have the confidence to carry the ball forward from the back on a number of occasions so far. And we've spoken about Arsenal's desire to move second in the table this evening, but if Leicester win, they'll be level on points with the Gunners. Leicester finished 10th last season, 5 points clear of Reading, having lost their opening 9 games. And Willie Kirk came in to replace Lydia Bedford last November, having originally been the director of football. And they had that narrow escape in their debut season, 2 points clear of Birmingham. And that was basically because they beat them twice. The Leicester are aside, looking upwards now. Howard. Now Cooney cross. Thibault going all the way back to Leitzing. Leitzing has given the ball away cheaply to Palova. Arsenal could be in. The dink from Palova, and it's wide. Well, it was a great opportunity, and it was another gift. Janina Leitzing giving it straight to Victoria Pelova. She had players in support. She could have given Russo a tap-in, but she went for the delicate lob and failed to hit the target. How many chances are Arsenal going to spurn? Tierney. Now Bott. Rose looking to make the run in behind, but the challenge comes in from Ford. Well, Victoria Pelova yet to score this season. She could have had a couple here tonight already. Thibaut. Now Howard. Leitzing leaving a penalty area, but Howard is able to go longer this time. Petterman in pursuit with Kane. Ruben Moy coming across. And Petterman almost won it back. McCabe. And it's a pretty rare touch for Zinsberger. Now Ilestedt, the Swede signed from Paris Saint-Germain. Rousseau looking to hold off Howard, and Arsenal do have the free kick. But this is the chance for Pelova. She had so much of the goal to aim at, seemingly, and failed to find any of it. Well, Leicester hearts would have been in mouths there. Ranteler. That's a really good ball. Here is Kane, and she's quick, and she's found Rose, but Ruben Moy with a goal-saving challenge. Well, moments after Arsenal should have taken the lead, it is Lotte Ruben Moy to the rescue there to ensure they don't fall behind. Kane too quick for McCabe. Deanne Rose was set for a tap-in, but Ruben Moy came in from nowhere to divert the ball behind. And that's a clearance which really is as good as a goal. The Leicester confidence growing. Nevin away from Ilestedt and Lacasse. Nevin still going. He's never quite in control of the ball, but she still has the corner following the challenge from Ilestedt. And the young Australians had a really good start to this game. And that was the opportunity which Deanne Rose must have thought was going to lead to the opening goal. The corner in towards Howard, but it's Petterman with the header, and the second header finds the back of the net from Tierney. And yet again, Arsenal don't keep a clean sheet, and it's Leicester who take the lead. Sam Tierney's first goal of the season. Petterman winning the initial header. Tierney clearly onside. And she was able to rise above Ruben Moy and divert the ball in from almost on the goal line. Well, Caitlin Ford just lost her. And a huge moment for Leicester City. For the first time ever, they've scored against Arsenal in the Women's Super League. And the Gunners will have to come from behind, not for the first time this season. And all those missed chances now come sharply into focus as the Foxes lead the Gunners. Marnham, strong in the challenge. Ford in support, but Marnham hits it, and it's comfortable for Leicester. Frida Marnham stepping away from Julie Thibault, but again, maybe not taking the best option. Petterman. That's an excellent ball. Here is Kane. Kamen waits in the centre! Well, what about this? 2 goals in 2 minutes for Leicester City. Janice Kamen with her first for the club. And a player who has won trophies at the very highest level leaves Jonas Edeval perplexed. Arsenal caught out by the pace of Kane yet again, and that's an excellent ball in. Kamen coming in between the 2 central defenders and applying the finish. And that's brilliant stuff from Leicester. And Arsenal here are in real trouble. She's won the lot, and now she's scored in England. (2-0) to Leicester. And Arsenal, who just seem to be fairly comfortable, maybe thinking that the goal would eventually come, are now 2 down. And Leicester City, who may require some treatment here for Lena Petterman. A side who conceded 14 times in their first 4 games against Arsenal without scoring any, have now scored 2 in 2 minutes. Kane deserving all sorts of credit for the assist, and Kamen showing all of her experience, and that sort of movement will score goals at any level. And the look on his face says it all. And the half-time team talk has begun already. Is it time for Vivian Miedema or Beth Mead? Lena Petterman is still having treatment to her right wrist. But Willie Kirk has also been able to get the message out via his captain Sam Tierney to just make it clear that there's something to hold on to here. This is the first goal. Petterman with a great leap, and then Tierney alive to the possibilities, and then Kane picking out Kamen, making that burst from midfield. But it's very important for Leicester to get to half-time with their 2-0 lead intact. And they will try and patch up Lena Petterman, because her presence in attack is crucial to the way they want to play. Leicester will give the ball back to the Gunners, who have seen plenty of it in the first half, but have failed to score as the treatment continues for Lena Petterman off the field of play. And there we are, Arsenal with more shots on target. Leicester have had 2, and they've scored them both. Lansing's clearance. Cayman. And Petterman is back in the action. Rose, who almost scored before Leicester did score. Bott. Well, the home crowd want another before half-time. Catley. CJ Bott will take the throw-in. Petterman. Bott looking to go beyond Ford, and she has done. And she's found Petterman, who had the opportunity to pull it back, but it was blocked by Palova. And it will be another Leicester corner. And Arsenal are all over the place here. We spoke about Leicester needing to get to half-time at 2-0. Arsenal may have a similar opinion. It's another corner kick. Nevin will take it. Zinsberger stays on her line. Ilestead with the clearance. And now Lacasse will try and move the ball away from Rantala, and she's got support from Palova in the centre, but Lacasse goes all the way, but in the end the cross lacks any sort of menace and Leicester can clear. Rose. And there will be a minimum of 7 more minutes. We have had 1 or 2 lengthy injury delays. And Leicester, who had only scored 1 first-half goal this season before tonight, have come up with 2 against Arsenal. But Leicester have been aggressive in the right areas. And they've earned those 2 goals on the back of some real hard work. And Arsenal, who have lost 2 of their previous 6 away games in the Women's Super League, will need to produce something special in the second half to avoid it 3 of the last 7. Rose. Oh, the back heel finds Cayman. Leicester can do no wrong at the moment. Here is Kane again. Nevin in support, but she goes for goal and it's too high. Janice Cayman really showing her vision there, and it looked for a moment that Kane could have really advanced on goal, but she thought better of it and tried to go for the spectacular. Russo. And she was pulled down. It's a free kick. And it was Sophie Howard who did her best to stop her by means fair or foul. And of course Arsenal will look a very different team when Williamson, Mead and Miedema are all fully fit again, but they have to be competitive in the meantime. McCabe. But Kane was hauled down before that, and it will be a free kick. And she was eager again to try and win that ball back, and Palova, who had that great chance to make it 1-0, concedes the free kick, and Jonas Edeval will be already composing his half-time thoughts. Cooney cross. She works the 1-2 with Ford and then gets the free kick. And still 3.5 minutes of added time in this first half as the yellow card was shown there. And it was Janice Kayman who just took her down, and she gets a yellow card to add to her goal. But a free kick, Ruben Moyes over it. Marnham. So many Arsenal players have been knocked off the ball tonight. Tierney this time winning it back for Leicester. Ruben Moy. Back to Zinsberger. Marnham. Cooney cross. She was looking for the run in behind from Lacasse, and now she gets it back from Palova. Palova's got 3 to pick out with the cross, but only finds Courtney Nevin. Get the ball to Hannah Kane seems to be the Leicester game plan at the moment, but Arsenal were wise to it on this occasion. Lacasse, Russo. Cooney cross. Now Catley. It's boomed away, Cayman. Bott. And here is Kane again. And that was the only way that Lacasse could stop her, and that will be a yellow card as well. And the willingness of Hannah Kane just to run and run and run has been a real issue for Arsenal. And Chloe Lacasse quickly joins Janice Kayman in the referee's notebook, and Leicester may have one final set piece in what has been a dream first half for them. Nevin with the free kick. Met initially by Ford, but Leicester will get the ball back. Bott. Wide to that avenue of opportunity for Leicester down the left again, but Arsenal are able to clear this time. But Lacasse doesn't go beyond Tierney. We have played the original 7 minutes here. And that is half-time, and the Leicester crowd rise to acclaim their team. An extraordinary first half. Victoria Pelova with one of several chances for Arsenal, but then they fell behind. Sam Tierney heading in, a flick on from Lena Pettersson, and 2 minutes later Janice came in with the second goal after some brilliant work from Hannah Kane.